Welcome back, everybody. We're back with our special edition of AM Buffalo, all about breast health and what you need to do to stay healthy. My guest this morning, Dr. Ermelinda Bonaccio, the chief of the Breast Imaging Center at Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center. She is here with Mary Lou Ozarzek, who is a breast cancer survivor. And we're going to talk a lot about mammography, the tests that you're going to take, what if something is positive, and we're going to go from there. So welcome back, doctor. Welcome, Mary Lou.
Thank you.
Mary Lou, let's talk about something that has happened to women like yourself. You had a normal mammogram and felt lumps, what, 2 weeks later?
I did. I had a mammogram. Actually, it was not so quite normal. It was, there were some suspicious things going on, and so they did call me back, and I was there for about couple more hours. I went back, and they said, we'll check you in 6 more months. Everything looks okay. We're going to check you in 6 more months. Literally 2 weeks later is when there was another lump that I found in a different area than they had originally been looking at.
And what's important, doctor, is that she went right back and made that phone call. You don't wait and say, well, I had they told me 6 months. If you feel something new, you go back to the doctor.
Exactly. Mammogram is a good test. It's the best test we have for finding, for average risk women to find breast cancers, but it is not a perfect test. So I often say, if you feel a lump, I actually usually use 2 weeks after a mammogram that's normal, you still have to have it evaluated because there are cancers we just don't see on the mammogram.
Now, if you are due for a mammogram, you can have yours at Roswell Park. You don't have to be a former patient to do that. They have a whole floor that is dedicated to your comfort and getting the very best technology and the very best resources and doctors to take a look at those mammograms.
Yes, the Roswell Park Breast Imaging Center is now open to the community. You don't have to be a patient to make an appointment to have your mammogram. You don't have to enter the hospital. You can just enter the building the Breast Imaging Center is in. And we really hopefully have created a space that's very calm and doesn't feel like a hospital to have your mammogram.
Plus the very best tools, as I say. 2D is what has been the norm. You now have 3D mammography available.
Yes, we have 3D mammography, which is I describe it as a better mammogram. It's been found in multiple studies to be able to find more cancers. So it increases our ability to find breast cancer, and also it lowers our recall rate, meaning it lowers the a false positive rate, the number of times a woman has to come back and have any additional imaging after that initial 4-view mammogram. So it is a better mammogram, and that's why when we moved into the Clinical Science Center in 2016, we converted completely to 3D mammography.
Even with a 3D mammography, when do people find out their results?
So you have an option if you come to Roswell. You can wait for your results and get the results the same day. But we also realize that many women are very busy. They're working mothers. They just are taking care of everyone else. So we have an option of an express appointment, which takes literally 30 minutes. And but you don't get your results right away. We'll call you the next morning. Most mammograms, as we talked about early, are normal. So we'll call you the next morning. If it's normal, you're done. You've gotten your yearly mammogram.
Right.
If not, if you do need to come back, which is usually only about 8% of women need to come back for any additional pictures, we'll get you back right away.
Mary Lou, you went ahead and had a mastectomy.
I had a lumpectomy.
A lumpectomy, and before you know it, you were already riding for Roswell.
Yes. I was 5 days after my lumpectomy, and I had been determined to do my first ever ride for Roswell. I had signed up at the beginning of the year, just as Mary Lou, and then I was diagnosed with cancer, and I told my doctor I'm supposed to be riding the ride for Roswell this weekend, or that week when she decided to do the surgery, and she said, I have no restrictions, I put no restrictions on my patients, so if you feel up to it. So 5 days after my cancer surgery, I rode 20 miles in my first ever ride for Roswell, and it was stunning.
That's important. There's for so many breast cancer survivors, there's a lot of future And that's what's important, and that's why we're doing this show today. To find out, to be forearmed is to be forewarned, right? Dr. Bonaccio, Mary Lou, thank you so much. Listen, everybody, when we come back, we're going to talk with a Roswell surgeon about what happens if a lump is found, so stay with us.